Hey guys, just a quick update here on what's going on with the Stearman project. Here's the fuselage that been taking parts off of this one, which was the old broke frame that happened. Had some right there, focus. Had some tabs that were broken off. That should look like that. Anyway, so we weren't sure if this frame had been involved in a heat or a fire sometime in its life and that metal became brittle, because it should bend but not break. Anyway, moving on and past it. Only thing that's left on it now, I did have the wiring harness and a firewall in it, but we're past that and have transferred everything from that one over to that one, except for the tail wheel, which is this section, the black section, and then this down here. So it's a steerable arm on the tail wheel and rudder controls. So get that off and then done with this frame, and that assembly will go on this one. Currently have a jig on it on the back where the tail wheel goes right there, so it can go on the rotisserie, which is right there, that piece right there. Once you get that frame on the rotisserie, then it'll be ready to put the stringers on it. Actually, not ready to go on the rotisserie just yet. Been working on, these are the seat rails, seat springs for the height adjustable, and it's this is the with the master electrical panel, radio box panel, and the pilot, and then either the trainer panel up there, rear cockpit, forward cockpit. So working on the seats right now. Finished up the electrical, which is in that tube right there. We'll go around, I'll take you around the other side. Did the fuel shut off and the firewall. Ooh, sorry about that. The firewall transfer, once again, off of that one over to this one. Detailed it, cleaned it up. Haven't finished, but this is for the mags and engine electrical here. Tied. This is for the lights, so got a little distribution block down here with the electrical just coming out. Disguised all the wiring rather than just have it all hanging out here on the frame inside this conduit, and then just bring it out and then through into the panel on the back of the front cockpit panel. Then you have the other panel back there, the associated pitot tubing and static. This was the transfer of the electrical harness in it. So tidied all this up, made some repairs to the box, the top of it up here. Ooh, that's jerky, sorry about that. And that was involved in the incident. So anyway, all set there, pretty much. The only thing left is that tube for the fuel distribution. The fuel comes out of the center section, goes down, and then the shutoff valve, then down to the engine control through the firewall and out to where the engine will eventually be. There is the center section, and then the cabane struts are those struts right there, which will mount to those corners on the four legs that it stands on. And those four legs will be coming and mounting to these points, which is why it was important on that other one that they broke. So these tabs right here, so that center section, we get back out, we'll sit up high right up in here, and then the gas will flow down to the fuel here. So that's that. Before we get to that, we'll finish up on the seats. So got this one in a primered state where some of it, we'll finish that up and then paint that black. Then put the hardware back in it. And the seat belts. Seat belts are right here, which is another point I wanted to make. Is they're zinced, and you can see that was cleaned up. That one is not. Let me zoom back here. You can see the light on it. But that steel wool works wonders on that zinc finish on that steel. So yeah, just clean it up. Try to make it. It's not doesn't look too bad right there, but it's. Let me zoom in on it. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. It still doesn't look bad though, but it does in real life. Anyway, the chains. So let me back up. We do the seats. Get the seats in the frame. Get them mounted. Get them tidied up and all done. Then we go with the stringers up there. Put the thing on the rotisserie, which I mentioned before. The stringers are the formers for the canvas. Ooh, yeah, this is bad camera work. And I got to make some repairs, so we'll be putting them on the rotisserie so we can access them and rotate it around and do it. Need to take them back to the chains. The chains are going to, and then I got one in the rear too, somewhere around here. Going to mount that frame because it's still got a lot of good pieces on it, and put it up there in the ceiling and poke some holes through there and hopefully catch some ceiling joists, and then hang that frame up in the ceiling, and then gain some workspace here, some workspace to work in. So that'll be that. Let's see. Just trying to catch up. So put the seats in, put it on the rotisserie, get ready for the stringers up there, make the repairs to the stringers, get them on, and then once that's done, then go with the canvas, get this out of the way, and after the stringers are on, then we'll go back and put the canvas on it, which is right there. That's not the one. Saved it for the pattern. Be putting some new canvas, glue and filler and paint on it. Get done with that. Then we will be ready. Yeah, there's another project waiting on me. Then we will be ready for center section. Once we paint the fuselage, I'll take those over and paint those at the same time. Make repairs to the center section. Get the center section mounted back on this area. Get it stood up right there. Once that's done, and so you can gain access because it's just standing on the ground. I'm not sure if you can tell about the height where that's at or not, but yeah, it's not that far. Maybe 4 feet, 5 feet. And then those are another 36 inches or so. So it'll start standing tall then. Once you get all that done, then put the rebuilt mains back under it, and it should be painted and covered then, and then we're ready to start repairing wings. That's a lower wing, and then have another wing back over there, and then the wings start going up. So yep, that's it. That's what's going on now. Sorry about not doing the videos, keeping you up to date. I tried it on the cell phone, and yeah, that didn't work out too good for me. Still working on it. So we'll go from there. And hopefully I can start doing this on a weekly basis and try to keep up. So, see ya.